Hey my friend, Drew Canoli, welcome back to the kitchen. I know over the past 3 weeks, we've been out in nature. I've taken you on a tremendous ride. We've gone over gut healing, things that you can do for your gut. We've talked about inflammation. We've talked about things to get rid of pain in your body. And I also showed you 3 weeks ago, 23 ways to detox your body so that you can live with health, feel great, and finally get that body you want. Summer's just around the corner. So today I want to bring you back into my kitchen. I want to show you what I do as a transformation coach when I go to your house. We look through your cupboards. We do food swaps, right? We look at things that most people don't know they shouldn't be eating. And I'm going to reveal the truth, the shocking information that a lot of companies are pulling over your eyes and forcing you to believe that the stuff that you've been consuming is actually healthy, that you can actually get the body that you want by eating a lot of this garbage. That's right, I said it, my friend. A lot of this garbage that's out there today. So these 30 things are in my kitchen, and I want them to be in your kitchen as well. I know for some of you, budget may be a concern. A lot of this stuff is a little bit more pricey than the conventional stuff that you've been buying. It's an investment in your health, and it's well worth it. I assure you, when you start to feel the ramifications of all the phytonutrients, the phytochemicals, the enzymes, the nutrients, and not the reverse, the pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, the different things that maybe you've been consuming, you're gonna feel much better. You're gonna feel at peace. And 90 days from now, after doing these food swaps, you're gonna feel like you have more energy, more enthusiasm. You're truly gonna be able to be present with the people that you love and care about the most. So without further ado, at the end of this video, I wanna give away a juicer, right? You know that every week on this Saturday Strategy, we give away a juicer to one lucky winner who leaves a comment on the blog below. If you're on YouTube watching this, I read your comments. I absolutely love them. You YouTubers out there, thank you so much for giving us the love that you are. But please, venture on over to the blog. I'm gonna leave a link right below this video on YouTube and leave a comment there for a chance to win the juicer. So let's get into this. 30 food swaps. I'm gonna go rather quickly, but on the blog, as we do every single week, we're gonna list out every single food swap, and I'm also gonna give you some recipes. Some free recipes that you can implement in your life right now to make radical transformation happen. So, food swap number 1. What I really love, and I was turned on to this about 3 years ago, was actually using spaghetti squash, zucchini, different things like that as pasta. You get a spiralizer, maybe you've seen one of my videos in the past, where you can actually make pasta out of vegetables. Instead of dairy, I use almond milk. And I make sure there's no carrageenan in it, right? Which is that thing that can disrupt the gut. And it's in a lot of almond, coconut milks, different things that are out there today. I don't want you drinking that. I wouldn't let my kids drink that stuff if I had any. So make sure you're drinking it without the carrageenan in there. Instead of soy sauce, we're using coconut aminos. This is gonna make even the healthiest stuff that maybe your taste buds aren't trained to actually enjoy, enjoyable. I promise you that. Instead of sugar, right? Insulin spike, causes diabetes, all this other stuff. People get insulin resistant. Honey can help you with that. Tons of medicinal benefits. They've been using honey for the longest time. And this is one of my favorites from YS Organic Bee Farms. Coffee. I know, I've seen some of you go in Starbucks, you leave with that double half caf Frappuccino, 172 degrees with a little bit of ice and caramel on top. That's not the coffee that we allow our coaching clients to drink. You can still have it, yes, but instead swap the sugary treat for something that has a little more fat in it, something that's gonna give your brain the energy. I love MCT oil, or if you're willing to do a little grass-fed butter, you can absolutely do that as well. Energy drinks. If you're stuck on Red Bull or you're taking these things that are chronically stealing the chi out of your kidneys, I want you to consider this as an energy drink. Number 1, coconut water, right? You can get it. I like Harmless Harvest. And then also, as you know, we have coconut extract in our Organifi. The stuff has turmeric, ashwagandha, lowers cortisol, helps with stress. I absolutely love this as an energy drink, and it's got matcha in here too. L-theanine, which if you've seen some of our videos in the past, helps with cognitive function, helps you think quicker, right? When you're on the job, you want that mental clarity with whatever you do, this can help with that. Instead of margarine, which turns to plastic if you blend it at a high speed enough, we use ghee, right? That'll be on the list. Instead of sugar, another thing that you can add is cinnamon. Cinnamon actually gives it a great flavor, and just the smell of cinnamon increases your cognitive function by 15%. Instead of bread, start wrapping your stuff in collard greens. Instead of an Egg McMuffin, veggie scramble. Dice up some asparagus, cut up some pepper, put it in the fridge, save it for the entire week. Do your food prep, right? Instead of Alfredo or cream sauce, make some vegan pesto. I got the recipe on the blog below for the best vegan pesto you will ever put in your mouth. It's absolutely amazing. Instead of white fries, sweet potato French fries. Easy enough. Instead of conventional beef, try some grass-fed beef. You actually get more omega-3s, it's better for the environment and better for you. Instead of white rice, cauliflower rice. A little bit lower in carbs, healthier for you, and it tastes absolutely awesome. You just drop this in a food processor or a blender, hit it a couple times, and you guessed it, you got rice. It's really cool. Instead of regular chips, try some kale chips. The little ones at home are absolutely gonna love this as well. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Instead of cheese and crackers, you're gonna have an apple with some cashew butter. This stuff is like liquid gold. You could drink this out of the packet, it's awesome. Instead of a protein bar that's laden with chemicals, all kinds of nasty stuff, just grab a handful of almonds. Usually I recommend 7 to 11 almonds in one sitting. They're very caloric dense. Even 7 to 11 almonds sometimes ranges anywhere from 150 to 200 calories. So I know if you're the type of person that eats a half a bag of almonds, you might want to slow that down a little bit. Instead of dairy, we got kefir. And this actually, what I've noticed, because I've been lactose intolerant pretty much my whole entire life, is kefir helps to stimulate that good gut bacteria and help you bring your body back into balance. It's loaded with good probiotics. You can get goat kefir, coconut kefir, so you can always opt for different options as well. Instead of croutons in your salad, grab some walnuts. Great for your brain. The signature of a walnut is actually for your brain. You split it, it looks identical, loaded with omega-3s, really good for the neural processing. Instead of ice cream, grab a banana, freeze it, blend it up, you got yourself some vegan ice cream. Instead of canola oil, if you're cooking with this, like I know some of you are, it's a huge GMO crop, I encourage you to use coconut oil. Love it. Instead of regular chocolate, grab some dark chocolate. This is infused with sea salt and a little bit of raw cacao and cayenne. This stuff's amazing. Instead of another, high-fat dessert that's gonna leave you feeling fatigued, lethargic, and wanting to take a nap, I encourage you to grab a little blueberries and raspberry action, add some coconut milk to it, and you got yourself a delicious, creamy, wonderful dessert that's gonna leave you feeling energized. All right, next food swap, we got Greek yogurt. Instead of sour cream, put it on a potato, sweet potato, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And then also as a salad dressing, why not use apple cider vinegar and olive oil instead of all those things with chemicals, artificial sweeteners, and the things that we've talked about in the past, my friend. Instead of iceberg lettuce, which is mineral deficient, doesn't really have a lot, especially the non-organic stuff, you're not really getting all the vitamins and minerals. Use spinach instead. Next up, instead of cheese, nutritional yeast. Try it. Vegans have been doing this for years, and it's absolutely amazing. Instead of soda or pop, if you're from Michigan like I am, try one of my favorite soda elixirs. Just a little magnesium calm. I add a little bit of stevia and a little bit of lemon. Absolutely amazing. I'll leave the recipe below on the blog as well. All right, so if you're looking to make a smoothie creamy, instead of a banana, use an avocado. Gives you the same texture, tastes absolutely amazing, getting the omega-3s. And one avocado, it's equivalent to 3 bowls of oatmeal as far as dietary fiber. Fiber is what flushes all those toxins, detoxifies your body, absolutely amazing. Instead of all those cereals that are laden with sugars, different things like that, try some steel-cut oats. Absolutely amazing. Now make sure you're not gluten intolerant or celiac. You're gonna be eating steel-cut oats if you are. Sometimes they have gluten-free ones, but I'd still abstain from that if you are gluten sensitive. Just be aware of your body, like we always talk about. And you can add different things to this, such as a little almonds, walnuts, cinnamon, sweeten it up a little bit. Really good stuff. So that, my friend, 30 swaps that you can do in your kitchen. I'm gonna leave them all on the blog post below so that you can look at it. Maybe you wanna print it out and you wanna share it with your friends or give it to somebody that you care about. Maybe your mom and dad, you're trying to inspire them to get back in health and you haven't figured out a way. This is a great way to start. And let me say this once again. At Fit Life TV, we're all about making small changes over a consistent period of time. It's those small habits that set you up for victory, my friend. And if you go head first into this and try to change every single thing, you're not gonna like your new diet or your new transformational lifestyle. But if you do one thing and you absolutely love it, maybe instead of all those energy drinks you've been having, it's the coconut with the Organifi, and you start to feel better. Once your taste buds start to change, and once you start training your taste buds to trim your waist, your body's gonna love the food that loves your body back. And that's cool. All right, and the juicer winner is Madeline Vera, congratulations. About a year ago, she came into our community, my friend. She started following some of the protocols and principles that you and I talk about every week, and she adopted them. She lost over 50 pounds after a chronic ankle injury that left her debilitated, and she started eating healthier, lost the weight, fixed her thyroid, has done tremendous in her health, but she needs a juicer to take it to the next level. I would consider Madeline Vera to be the very definition of what we talk about at Fit Life TV when we say we're in this together and really improving our lives on a continual basis. So we want to award the juicer to Madeline Vera. Congratulations, the juicer's coming out to you. And listen, my friend, if you want to win the juicer next week, all you have to do is go to the blog, scroll all the way to the bottom, and add your comment. On this week's comment, I want to be very specific. I want you to choose one of the items that I talked about and tell me how that has impacted your life. Because I know you've made a few of these swaps already if you're following us, and you're about to take some more to the next level. But I want these swaps listed out specifically so that you're engaging and impacting other people in the community by letting them know what it's done in your life. You see, this community is all about being in it with other people. You know, I believe the obesity epidemic isn't near to what the loneliness epidemic is here in the United States. We have Facebook, social media, Instagram, YouTube, all these other things, but we've never been more alone than we are now. So it's time to come together and be a part of this community and help one another out. And that's why we do these videos every week. And I'm just excited you're here. I want to really just say that I appreciate you for tuning in on a weekly basis and dedicating your life to becoming a better version of yourself. When you do that, everyone around you changes, and that's cool. So, as always, remember, we're in this together. I'm Drew Canoli, and I'll see you on another exciting episode next week where I show you a secret ninja hack in the kitchen that will revolutionize the way that you've been looking at this particular fruit your whole entire life. I'll see you next week. Drew Canoli, we're in this together.